Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's podcast. My name is Victor, and today we'll present to you our UBS podcast episode 99. So, basically, we are talking today about UBX, the next top 5 exchange in the world. For those of you who have not joined our official social media, kindly do join us in our Telegram. And hereby is our QR code. Kindly scan and join us for updated news and information. So today we would like to talk to you, all right, why UBX has the potential to become top 5 exchanger in the world. First of all, let us talk about, all right, why is the importance of an exchanger. At this point of time, all right, the world is already changing as where many seek for exchanger to actually cash out, right, the coins that they have or the opportunity that they got from coin and they wish to cash out to become value in monetary, right? So basically, what exchanger does is actually exchanger connects, all right, the coin and the people, the user. So in exchanger, you can buy and sell, all right, your coin. Okay, you can trade, right? You can go and list, all right, your coins. So basically, a very easy layman term, all right, exchanger is basically working as a bank and also working as a stock exchange. Okay, so basically it's two in one. And at this point of time, why I said exchanger is very, very important is that now, all right, as we all know, in traditional finance, the biggest player or the biggest industrial people that makes the most money is definitely from the bank and also from stock exchange. Do you all agree? So this is why when Web3 started, exchanger is the one that connects and bridge people, all right, to their cryptocurrencies or coin and to the users. So in the end, if there's no exchanger, it will be hard for you to sell your coin. But when exchanger exists, you are able to connect and communicate with other users, and that is where we can trade, all right? Being exchanger, being the middle person or set a middle place that we can trade with the trust of the third party, right? Or easier said, the custodian. So why I say that at this point of time, exchanger is very popular also is because that now, all right, that the world has been exposed, all right, to cryptocurrency. More and more people are getting involved in cryptocurrency. So when this happened, this created a lot of opportunity for exchanges, all right, to invite them over to come to their exchange, all right, to use to trade. Okay. But what makes exchanger unique? Okay. As we all know now, we have Binance being the number one, right? Coinbase, OKX, Bybit, Bitget. These are the various few exchanges we definitely get to know. But then again, let me ask you today, right? Do you actually use just one exchanger? No, because why? There are certain coins that are listed in certain exchanger, but certain exchanger do not have that coin. Do you agree? So, for example, all right, there are certain new projects they normally choose to list in a smaller exchanger first because why? The listing fee is cheaper. All right. So in the end, the requirement is also easier. So in the end, they will definitely list in the smaller exchange first. Does not mean it's not good, but it is a strategy way to be listed in small exchange first. So, all right, they can actually have a first round collection of the liquidity of the company. So this can actually enable them to sell, all right, to hold, all right, to their coins where they can sell to the market. In the same time, to build their user database and build number of wallet holders, all right, and token holders, all right. So in the same time, people will buy their coins. So this will give them revenue, or give them, say, will give them cash flow, all right. So for them to proceed to do research development and etc. So this is why it is important to them for listed in small exchange first because it is cheaper. All right. We can tap into the users, the exchanges user, so we can start with a small step. All right. Slowly to build the token holders. All right. Because as bigger exchanges, they require you to hit certain criteria of token holders before you get listed. So this is actually one of the criteria also. So from there, they slowly expand into second tier and first tier exchanges to move up slowly by slowly. So another thing make exchanger unique is that as today we know once the company or in Web2 listed in Nasdaq, it is not fully open to the world to invest because why? There is a restriction of laws, all right? As Nasdaq is just US. So it benefits US people from investing, right? They cannot, other people from other countries will have difficulties to invest into US stock exchange because why? They will need to go through brokerage and then to link up with the local brokerage in US and etc. But in cryptocurrency or Web3, you do not, just as long as you manage to buy the coin, accessible by any exchanger that participate in their listing, that is it. You are able to be part of the company already. So very, very simple, right? So this is why exchanger definitely is going to be right the game changer and definitely why UBX will become one of the top five. So let me show you why is it. So now we know exchanger is important. But what makes UBX stand out from all these exchanges that is already in the market? So let me share with you. Okay, so basically, just a little bit more, right? So basically now, all right, government has actually intervened or has actually start to adopt cryptocurrency, all right? And we all know that the first one or the first government that actually adopt cryptocurrency, which is Donald Trump, which is in the US. So I would say this phenomena is actually similar when New York Stock Exchange actually started. All right. And because of New York Stock Exchange, US are able to become the global top leaders, right? As they're able to benefit, all right, from all these listings in stock exchange. But that is past, all right, and now present. Definitely, they want to actually to conquer, all right, to first one to adopt cryptocurrency because it will be the same scenario when the New York Stock Exchange exists. So maybe some of you have actually experienced in 1979 or 1980 when New York Stock Exchange starts to be listed. So at that point in time, it takes some time for the adoption, but after a while, right, in the end, it became a game player for US. So also, for same as cryptos, as we all know now, US is not actually being standing firm as a top leader, especially there are so many countries starting to fight back from China, from Russia, right? So he's no longer being the top leader, is very, very stable. So now he has to do a lot of ways to show them that they are still number one, like the tariff war, right? Like we are now listening to all the economy news that trade war is really starting, right? So now they tariff each other and then putting the economy down. But for what purpose is to actually to reduce the interest rate, to lower the debt, all right, from the US. And also, all right, using cryptocurrency as another industry, right, where they can stand strong again, all right, like conquering the new exchange. So this is why from just US itself, they have used, all right, or formed a crypto government also, they have actually strategized, all right, to use their reserve plan into getting Bitcoin rather than just gold, correct? And then what else did they do? The vision for US as a global cryptocurrency hub, okay? And with all this in place at this point of time, many people start to move their attention into cryptocurrency, okay? And many people start to get to know what is cryptocurrency. So this is where we provide all this information so we can educate all of you users out there, especially new members or those that listening live or listening to my recordings now. So this is where you guys get to learn and understand. All right, this is actually coming, and this is actually the future. All right. So as you all know, what made the first contribution of government intervene, which is our 2024, all right, which is our ETF kick in when ETF came on 1st January 2024, total of 11 ETF has been successfully uh, proved. All right. So basically, what is it is that I can use my Bitcoin, all right, to pledge as leverage, and to buy stock exchange. Okay, so this is one of the things that is a very, very deep milestone. And also in 2025, where Donald Trump became president. So all this creates the importance of why exchange is very, very important, which is the leading industry in finance for coming future. So of course, UBX, right? Not leaving behind. Definitely, UBX now starts to become one of the rising star crypto. So today we'll talk about why or how UBX will become the top five. So as we all know, all right, some information how exchange make money. Okay, so first of all, they buy and sell trades from their tokens or coins. Okay, so similar like stock exchange, we have brokerage fee. So same goes to exchanges, they have trading fees. All right, token listing fee. All right, easier say is like when you get your company listed in the stock exchange, definitely you need to pay a certain fees to the stock exchange, all right, for being listed there. So same goes to here, all right, token listing fee. So whenever you list a coin, that party will need to pay the exchange certain amount of money through either monetary or which is USDT or through coin. So same like other banks, all right, as I mentioned in earlier, exchange work as a bank and also stock exchange. So definitely it has the same function, right, like banking and stock exchange, right? Stacking and mining. So basically it's similar to fixed deposit, all right? So basically you stack, right, with your monetary or your value in it and you get interest from it, okay? Lending service, all right, definitely very, very clear by its name. So they provide, some exchanges do provide lending service, all right? Financial product, earn and savings, so basically like your mutual fund and etc. Position fee, high leverage fee, liquidation income. So this is basically your derivative trading, right? When you do your margin trading in stock exchange, exactly the same. Right, launchpad and IEO. So this is basically the angel round, all right, or we call it IEO, where people get to see the potential of the project. They wanted to go listing, so they want to do crowdfunding. All right, the amount the crowdfund from the public, we charge that a percentage from it. All right, so this is where we get the fee, all right, from the exchange, and also increase, right, the value of the liquidity token and community incentive. So as we all know, a lot of exchanges have their own mother coin or mother nature's coin. This is actually to use for them to actually to incentivize or to create branding, all right, to the exchange. Why? Because every time people come in to use, all right, the user come to use the exchanger, they will need UBX to use as a token, all right, as the trading fee, or you can use USDT, okay, but also using their native coin to participate in the launchpad, airdrop, right, and etc. So basically, this nature coin, mother coin, all right, like UBX having UBX, is normally is to help them to incentivize the community members to create even more users to come in to use the exchange, right, which is very important factor. So of course, as we all know, our UBX also is regulated, right, from Canada, Australia, and United States, all right. And also we have our anti-money laundering, all right, from Nigeria. So basically, these are also the factors that makes UBX also one of the strong component in the exchange world. Okay, we also regulated and this where makes us stand out, all right, from other exchanges, all right, where we have BlackRock that he came in with a 20 million investments, right, together with Saudi public investment funds, all right, and Visionary Group, all right, from our GV, Visionary Group, all right. So basically, they came in as our partners to help us to build our Unicorn, okay, which is our exchanges product. So in this world, all right, there's no exchanges that has product, okay, except for UBX. So UBX has worked together with Visionary, all right, we came out with this Unicorn, all right, built by Entropics, where this and Unicorn will be a game changer in our AI translation. So this will be also a very, very unique point where UBX as an exchange have a product. Okay. And also, all right, the strategy partner of GC Capital and GC Labs, where both of them is a very spectacle company where they have early networks, all right, of all the exchanges out there, the connections, right, from their experience, all right. So basically, they are able to lead and bring us a very, very huge potential of Web3 project, right? Mostly from Web2, converting into Web3, because it will be easier, all right, for all these Web2 companies to come into Web3, crowdfund to expand their business. So what makes UBX unique, okay? As you all know, UBX have their AI trading. So basically all the custodian, all right, is not put in use, yeah. It's not, it is actually used into our AI trading. So it will not be put for doing nothing. So it will be having our AI custodian to actually help us to do our trading, which is our Firefox, okay? And also global liquidity, all right, we have to deep markets aggregated from users from individual to institutional. Okay, we have spot trading, okay, similar to other exchanges. And we have unmatched security, we have 200 million protected fund. Okay. And of course, I will have a scalable ecosystem. UBX started off with community base. Okay. Unlike other exchanges, they started with just promoting, all right, they start from scratch to actually build their user interface, build the users community, but UBS itself already have the community. So it's just now we like to attract even more people to come and join, to know, right, about UBX exchange. So let's introduce to you, all right, our UBX token. So UBX token is total 200 million total supply, right? Starts from initial of 0.1 USDT, okay? And this UBX token has its burning mechanism. Okay, what is burning mechanism? So basically, as we all know, when total supply is 200 million, okay, when the supply goes down, when demand goes up, it actually pushes the price go up. Okay, it's a very simple supply and demand logic. So how does this burning mechanism work? All right, for everyone that does trading, right, in the exchange, a portion of the trading fee will be used as a burning daily. Okay, and of course, people that actually buy UBX to trade, all right, to get the quota of withdrawals from community reward, that quota will be also used to burn. Okay. So when this happen, all right, coin value goes up. And also each time, all right, UBX exchange creates, all right, new utilities for the coin. For example, like the launch pad, all right, like our promotions for stacking. So there are various ways, all right, that create utility. Right, so our UBX token valuation will go up. So current utility of our utility coin, okay, trading fee, ecosystem incentive, all right, which are our ecosystem rewards, platform governance, we can choose to vote, all right, for any occasion, all right, for public as a Tao community, people can actually vote right, to choose the direction. And coming one, okay, with project launching. So basically, our ecosystem, which is our launchpad, which already having, and soon we have our second launchpad, which is Proof Mao. So for those of you, all right, have listened from yourself in Vietnam, all right, where Mr. Eddie, all right, have actually announced that Proof Mao will be coming in shortly, all right, as we are now preparing for the whitelists, right, where 50% UBX, all right, is stacking, and also 50% EUSDT, you are eligible for the whitelist, okay? So this year, all right, as they mentioned, they would like to target 10 launchpad, all right, projects into our launchpad, and also trying to achieve total of 3 million users, right, in our exchange. So this is the target that I have set in Vietnam, and definitely we are very confident that we can achieve it. So with other utilities, all right, core asset of this blockchain, of course, in future, definitely we would like to attribute our own blockchain, all right, where we can adopt our own blockchain into the system, all right. Equity swap opportunities, which is decentralized, all right, DeFi swap, okay, expanded financial products and bridge for RWA. So these are the future the utilities of our native token. So if you notice, all right, at this point of time, our UBX token valuation started initially at 0.1 and now all-time high is at 2.8, 2.038. Okay. We have growth all the way to 1,935 percent. So roughly around 20 times already. But at this point of time, it's around 16 to 17, 1.6, 1.7. So it's around 16 to 17 times already. If you entered at the initial price of 0.1. So what makes UBX at this point of time having advantage compared to other exchange that has started earlier before 1 year? So in UBX 2024, all right, they already have achieved total of 300,000 users with 90,000 as their daily active user. All right, almost one third of the community is active. Okay, and also our first global expansion. All right, we did on January 9, which is the Vietnam summit. All right, it was the first stop, and then yesterday, last week. All right, we also have ended our first year anniversary. All right, in Vietnam, Da Nang, right? 4 days, 3 nights activity, right? And our celebration in Da Nang celebrate that UBX has finally 1 year old. All right, this celebration is took place in Da Nang and it's very, very magnificent. All right, everyone learn, all right, and get the latest update information by themselves from Mr. Eddie and Mr. GC. All right, getting to know them, and also all right, sharing some detailed information from the management to the community. So for all of you that are interested to know what is the information that I'm talking about, please participate in the next event. So you guys personally will understand what is it all about. And trust me, it is totally worth it. Okay. So in one objective of 12 months, all right, so basically we like to expand into 5 operation centers Asia, Europe, and Middle East. Okay, of course, Mr. GC and Mr. Eddie announced that this year's target of 2025 that will hit all right at least 300 million users. All right, and with total of 10 launchpad projects to be carried into our base exchange. So this is the new latest target, all right, of our 2025, and I believe all right our community is ready and definitely able to pick up this challenge. And of course, all right, next year, next month, sorry, next month on 18, we are going to Paris, all right, for our classes. So this is also another achievement that we are actually looking forward to. So these are some of the comparisons you can see, yeah, why exchanges coin, all right, is having a potential. So like for example, BNB started with 10 cent and all-time high is at 793, all right. OKB, all right, from $1 to $73. 43 cents to 25 cents. All right, for KuCoin, started at 50 cents, now 28. Hot coin, right? HDX Hoppy at 10 cents, now 39.80. So UBX also, all right, from 10 cents, now it's $2. So given, all right, enough time, all right, maybe another 2 to 3 4 times, definitely exceed 10 to $20. Right? Just now it's matter of time, sticking to reform and rebuild. All right, so it's more in stable foundation. Definitely, we go even further. So of course, all right, every exchanges have their own story. Some have their ups and downs, even Black Swan. So same at UBX, all right, but now, all right, with all the correct person intact, all right, definitely you boom even further. So as I mentioned just now, okay, another factor that make UBX exchange very, very unique is because of our UBX collaboration with Entropics. Where Entropics is actually founded by former OpenAI, all right, where he is one of the AI company, okay, that they actually founded, all right, and built this DePIN, decentralized physical infrastructure network. Okay, so what does this essentially is a node and it's a decentralized node where you can use the translation. In the same time, you are also mining. So this is actually a very, very smart project, a very, very good idea where it links it with Web3. Number one, as we all know, language barrier has been a very, very serious problem in the world. Every time you go travel, you go working, right? It's very, very hard to speak their different languages. But with this Unicom, we actually can solve this issue, and the accuracy is up to 98%, right? Okay, up to 142 languages, and they incentivize you for using this translation. So the more you use, the more you actually mine. Don't you think it's good? Okay, and also it is decentralized, so they do not have any of your private information. All right, it's all is decentralized. No one can get access to it. Okay, and most important part that they are actually using right UBC token, all right, as their main charges for using UBC. All right, so this UBC requires upgrade. All right, where you can use UBC coin to purchase. All right, so basically the basic one is free of charge. When you need to upgrade or premium, then you will need to use UBC. So this is actually a very short way, and also that they will start to deploy a total of 1 million, all right, of device into the market. So that, what does it mean? It means that UBX exchange automatically have extra 1 million, sorry, 1 million user in the market. So don't you think it's very, very good strategy, right? So the rising, all right, of our AI foundation is worth multiple billion of dollars. All right, at that point of time, all right, in 2023, the market size is at 64.23 billion, and believe the project can reach up to 94 billion by 2032. So basically, it has a very huge potential, and this is why our Entropics have chosen AI translation, all right, to use as to break the boundary of challenges that we face in languages. So what makes it even better is that the AI, all right, it's actually integrated into the translator. The more the time you use, all right, not only you be incentivized, the more accurate the language will be. It's same like your ChatGPT, all right. The more you use your ChatGPT, the more information you get, the more they understand you. So that's why with AI, it's very, very convenient. So the more we use the translation, the more they can translate accurately for our individual. So, okay, so what back our Unicom in device? So number one is the blockchain node, right? It uses AI and DP and also incentivizes user. So as you all know, I mentioned just now, all right, is using AI and DP, so no one can actually hack or no one can actually use your ID to log in. So it's actually very, very personal. It's very, very customized for yourself only. Okay, and each time you use, you can actually contribute to my UBC token, right? Of course, it's not integrated yet. It's still in the building process, but the device is already out for you guys to show and try it out, all right, in speaking in your mother tongue language or into other languages where you can compare and see the accuracy. Okay, so what makes Unicorn very, very good in the market? Okay, number one, high translation accuracy up to 98%. Okay, of course, you have up to 142 languages to support. So as I mentioned, it has a very, very good language covered, all right, especially travel all around the world is actually definitely necessary, right? Strong privacy protection, all right. So basically, it's decentralized, right? Do not owned by any entity. So basically, you can feel free and your information is all safe there. It is decentralized and high user retention. Okay, so basically, each time you use this Unicom, all right, you are able to generate or mine UBC token, and this UBC token you can sell in the exchange, which is the big exchange. So of course, in future, all right, once it is even more exchange, even more value, all right, the coin is. All right, and also it's diverse application in no matter where are you, all right, in Web 2 or Web 3, you will definitely you can use this, right? It's very, very easy to use. Just click and talk, and then auto translate for you. So what make this AI or this DeepIn possible is because of this five technology, which is the transformer model, neutral machine translation, cross-language translation, multimodal AI learning, and natural neural network, okay, acceleration. So this is actually the reason why this AI is so powerful, where it can do live translation. All right, you just bring it to go, and it's very easy carry, right? So this is the total economics for UBC, total 1 billion UBC. All right. AI development 10%. All right. Marketing and partnership 8%. Private funding 15%. And community, all right, rate is actually 45%. So this is amount of token that you can mine only from the 45%. Okay. So what made UBC and UBX partner together? First, one, all right, UBC is actually a very, very strong and good product. Okay, with such a strong product, right, from UBX to push, right, where UBX itself already have hundreds of thousands of users. Automatically, they don't have to wait and look the first user. From there, from 300,000 users, it's already applicable. We can use it straight already. Okay. And also UBC helps to boost UBC's marketing. All right. More people can actually see and understand all right, what UBC trying to do, right, from UBX community. And from there, all right, UBC provide UBX attract millions of global user. All right. Because with this, if today I want to participate, all right, in your Unicom, I will need to come to find who and you can find UBX. Understand? So UBC plan, all right, to first to deploy 1 million Unicom device worldwide, okay, automatically, if you understand, means that we will get 1 million new user, all right, coming into UBX exchange, right? We are expanding our DP infrastructure. It's easy carry a very small Unicom, right? For those that attended our Thai, Vietnam all right, Da Nang event, all right, 200 has been given out. So for those who have received it, congratulations. Happy enjoying to try it. And also, all right, for those that do not worry, it will be open up soon, all right, for you guys to buy. And also, it is seamlessly blockchain integration, all right, it's three real-time multilingual blockchain interaction. So basically, you can do translation immediately, all right. So what is the mission and vision of UBC, all right? So basically, it's breaking language barriers for connected Web3 world. And mission, right? The largest decentralized AI translation network. So basically, he wants to build the largest. So what is the Firefox management? So basically, this is our Firefox custodian, all right, AI. So if today you have stacking, all right, of 10,000, this 10,000 will be as work as a stacking, all right, working as your custodian, and this 10,000 will be used to use AI trading. Okay. So total we have five different plans, right? Of course, the 7 days is just one time only. It's just for tryouts for our new members. So daily you at 0.4%, right? 30 days is 0.5, 90 days at 0.6, 180 days 0.7, and highest 360 days at 0.8%. See, so the annual percentage yield, all right, 146, 182, 219, 255.5, and 292. They're very clear cut, yeah? So if today I have 10,000, all right, I put into all these five different scenario. So daily I get 0.4%, which is 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. Okay, same as the percentage. Total contract earn 280, 150, all right, 15,100, 12,600, 28,000. That is after you have hit certain number of days. Okay. The total yield contract is 2.8, right? 15, 54, 126, and 28%. Okay, so based on your contract yield. So for UBC stacking, you will need 60% UBX plus 40% USDT. Right? When you redeem, right, you redeem your asset at 60% UBX and 40% USDT. So if today I stack 10,000, right? So basically I will need to use 12,000 UBX token and 4,000 USDT. Okay. And upon contract maturity, you take back your 6,000 UBX plus 4,000 USD. It is based on the value of your UBX. So the once if UBX value go up, the lesser UBX you receive. Okay, take back. It follows the USD value. Right, so this is illustration of you when staking 10,000 USD. All right, what is how much you're able to get. Right, for 0.7%, well, 30 days you get 2,100 after end of the track. 0.5%, 7,200. All right. Over 19%, 6,200. and over 1% is 36,000. Okay. So our community referral reward, very simple. Direct will be 10%. All right. Indirect will be 50%. Okay. So community reward already comes in five levels. V1 all the way to V5. V1 started at 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, and 60%. Okay. This is the total group sales. I believe most of you are very familiar. For those who's not familiar, you can kindly ask your introducer, all right, to explain more in detail. Okay, so in order to become V1, you will need five directs. Okay, any of the account that has total build up of 30,000 USDT, or minimum of five active, and minimum personal of 500, you become V1. Simple as that. If you want to become V2, or 30%, minimum stacking 1,000, or two VIPs from different lines, and total stacking of 100,000. This is V2. V3, all right, at least any V2 from different line, minimum stacking of 2,000, and total team stacking is 500,000. Okay, very clear cut all this one. V4, 50%. Okay, three, two times VIP, three, right, from different line, total sales of 2 million. 60%, all right, 10 million self stacking. You'll have two VIP for, right, team stacking of 8 million. Right, 10,000 USDT is your self personal. All right, two times VIP for from different line, and total team stacking is 8 million. Here comes referral bonus, all right, additional team bonus. Once you hit should be 5 star, we have plus plus or with IP 3 plus plus, right? 0.1% to 0.3%, 0.01 to 0.03 based on the total stacking volume, right? So this is a bit different. It's already based on stacking volume. Same ranking reward have 20%. Okay. So for quota, okay, we have our own distribution of level. The higher the level, the higher the multiplier. So if today I will need only 500 quota, so I can just buy 500 quota to redeem. All right. If not, any extra purchase of VIP token, you will just place there until you further use. Okay. This is the schedule, all right, of the how to achieve, all right, your marketing, how to reach your marketing. Right. We have our music, all right, to soap, to variety. Okay. You see your minimum investment, team performance, personal stacking, right? Everything is all stated here very clearly. Okay, so this is all for today's podcast about UBX overview. So stay tuned every day, 8 p.m. All right, we will have our podcast by our UBX Academy. And for those that would like to listen our recordings, there is recordings. All right, and for all updated information, kindly join our social media. Okay, and that's all for today. And I believe there's question. One moment, yeah. All right. Equity token can I'll request and I'll see what we can do from there. No problem. Okay, so that's it for today's sharing. Have a great night. Thank you. Take care.